Right guys, today we're here at Brooklands Pet Products. This is where we get our fish. This is where we get our plants. This is where we get our extreme. This is where we get our flipper. We also get API and our CChem.
Hi, I'm Brian Moyes. I'm the Aquatic Technical Manager at Brooklands, and we're here in Taranaki today. I'm often known as the fish guy at Brooklands. I do all of the imports, work out what fish we can get in for you lovely people, and then work out what sort of price we're going to charge you, or charge the shops, and then they'll decide how much they charge you. And we try and keep the market as varied and as busy as we can. So we've invited these two shady characters from Christchurch up, Simply Fish. They're a relatively new customer of ours, and we invited them up for the day to have a look around. So we're going to give them a really good tour. They're probably going to get to pack a few of their own fish, and we'll go and see the plant houses, work out how we can increase their order size. Let's get into it. Yeah. So this is where we keep the neons. So
obviously a lot of neons. Neons got to be one of the most popular fish in the aquarium trade.
They are, and it's the largest number that are traded.
Yeah.
And everybody wants neons. They're a beautiful little fish. So neons have had their ups and downs. 5 years ago, there were serious problems with illness with them. They would come in sick. It was just horrific.
Neon tetra disease left, right, and centre.
Yes.
Nowadays, I've noticed they've gotten a lot better.
Yeah. No,
even
so
on the our end.
We haven't had problems. So all of our neons at the moment come from Singapore.
Yeah.
And we've not had problems with neon tetras now for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So they should be good when they go out to stores. So when you get them and they go to the customer, they should live. Our numbers of sales of neons have dropped considerably.
Because people aren't replacing them as much.
So that tells me that actually, yes, that they are living longer. Because realistically, you should be able to keep even a neon tetra alive for a couple of years in your aquarium, maybe longer. It all depends on how stable your tank is, whether you overstock it, which of course nobody ever does.
No, nobody overstocks tanks. As long as you keep up with your water changes. Heaps more tetras.
Yes, so that's our main tetra aisle, because
that's the tetra aisle.
If you imagine every shop wants black neons, and they want neons, and they want everything else. These are an interesting neon. So these are the brilliant diamond neon tetra. So they are still a neon tetra. They're still the same species, but they have this brilliant head.
Just a bit of a colour morph. I feel like they should be more popular than what they are.
Well, they're more expensive, and a neon is quite pretty, so,
The price point, it makes sense. This looked really cool. Get a little clip of that. Those panda cories in massive numbers. Like, that's what you would see in the wild. Like, you know, hundreds of them shoaling together.
And they love playing follow my leader.
Oh, it's so cool to see. I need a tank like that.
Your pandas, you probably need sort of maybe 15 of them to get that behaviour. But they're a very cool little cory.
And they don't get too big either.
No.
That's the beauty of those.
And they're another one that used to be wild caught and is now captive bred. So in fact, and now that they're captive bred, the quality's improved.
That's
opposite. Of it.
So I suppose you have to do a lot of trial and error with the captive bred versus the non-captive bred.
Absolutely. Yep. And then we've got a lot of barbs. There's more tetras. There's
the Swarber barb.
And there's some Swarber resplendens.
It's weird the names on those. Like, is it a barb? Is it a Danio? Is it a tetra?
Right. Well,
Do you know?
The Swarber, you've got to be careful because it's it looks just like a rasbora. You would assume that it wants soft water. But these guys are endemic to Lake Inlay. And Lake Inlay is also the home for the red-faced Danio and the celestial Danio. Which are now in the market, but we're not allowed to import them. So The red-faced danios also all come from Lake Inle. So that lake has got quite hard water.
Yeah.
And it's got a reasonably high pH. And
Bit counterintuitive.
yeah. And the fish were always caught from the wild, but now the swarber is definitely being captive bred. The red-faced danio is captive bred, and obviously the Galaxy rasbora we're not allowed to bring in the country, so people are captive breeding that somewhere around. The micro rasbora used to be allowed into the country. It's only since 2017 that we weren't allowed to import them.
Yeah. I really love the males of the rasbora, the resplendents.
Yes,
that's super nice.
So that's often called the Indonesian or the Asian
rummy. That's what we call them in the store.
This is probably the most underrated tetra on the market.
Not to me. I rate these.
Yeah.
Highly
so
rated.
this is the silver tip. So you can see the colours coming on them.
That's so fun.
They're not particularly aggressive. They're very easy to keep alive. We don't get mortalities with them hardly ever.
Mine always just come to me. I go like that, and I have 30 of them jumping at the bit.
Yeah, you might have just frightened them there.
Sorry,
but that's
fellas.
okay.
They're all back again. They're all back again. Yeah, they know me.
So silver tips, nice and cheap tetra, really easy to keep, and lots of colour. The males are absolutely stunning, and the females are not bad either. It's not like they're plain.
Yeah, the females still get that little tip on them and everything, so that's quite cool.
Yep. Beginner fish, checkered barbs. So, I mean, I'd put silver tips in any tank. Really easy to keep. But the checkered barbs are a great fish to go into a small tank, especially if you've got a few plants. They love a bit of planting.
These guys aren't getting too big?
No. So these are one of the smaller barbs. No, they'll only grow to like 2.5 to 3 centimetres long.
Sweet.
Fully adult. We've had them breed in our tanks sometimes. So checkered barb is not overly colourful. The male has nice red fins.
Yeah, I've seen them colour up in the shop.
And then what happens is their scales get quite dark edges.
Defined
to them.
edges.
So they're still an interesting fish. They're very peaceful, not like a tiger barb or anything like that. So
nice side of the barb family.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and that's a really cool little fish that you could keep like half a dozen, put them in a small tank, which is often what people want these days.
Yeah, the 40-odd litre sort of range.
Yes, it's another fish that would go in small tanks. We've got some lemon tetras. Lemon tetras are probably one of the. You have to be careful with lemon tetras. They can be a little bit nippy, but so you be a little bit careful with lemons. I wouldn't keep them with guppies or fighting fish or anything
with long fins.
Yeah, it's going to display the fish.
Those are really nice.
So these are tiger barbs. These are large on our list as large tiger barbs. As you can see, they're reasonably sized, and but tiger barbs grow quite large.
Good fish. Good.
But you'll see them nipping.
Yeah.
So again, we've got some green ones here. These are the greens. We don't have any albinos in this row at the moment, but normally we've got albinos as well, the golden tiger barb. So tiger barbs, people get a really bad rap because, they're really aggressive, You need at least half a dozen of them.
I found that.
Maybe a little bit more than half a dozen. They'll keep themselves busy.
Yeah.
They'll
play with each other,
exactly.
pick on each other, and they're tough enough to take a bit of biffo from each other.
They are.
Yeah,
definitely.
They were cool, Ben, the smudge dot corridora.
Yeah. So that's Corridora similis. And
that one's interesting. He's got a little bit of banding on his face, like a panda.
Yeah. So
bit of odd variation.
They're all captive bred.
Yeah.
So you're bound to get. I mean, if you imagine a fish farm.
Yeah.
Breeding something like this, they'll have thousands in an aquarium.
And there'll be some random pop-up variation.
Yep.
These were another awesome one that you have had on the list.
Yes, so the banjo cats. So if you're going to keep banjo cats, you must have a sand substrate.
Yep.
Nice fine sand. And these guys, if you put enough of them in, you're always going to see one. Yep. Right? So that's part of. They don't seem to fight. They're pretty peaceful. They're pretty docile. I hate them being in our glass tanks like this, but when you get one at home, all you see are the eyes and the whiskers, their little faces poking out of the sand.
Yep. Or a tail.
or a tail. But normally you can see the whiskers.
Yeah.
And they're a beautiful fish. They really are one of the most interesting fish.
Yeah, they're really cool.
I don't think, and these are pretty full size. They don't grow an awful lot bigger than this.
Yeah, what would be the minimum tank you'd chuck a group of these in? Like 150, 200
if you had
litre?
4 or 5, but they don't grow that big.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you could probably put them in a 90 litre or a...
Yeah, and have a little team of them. Just not much else on the bottom.
Yeah.
Will they predate smaller fish at all?
Don't think so. No, I've never
I
seen
haven't
them.
had an issue.
No, I think they probably fry.
Yep.
The rule with catfish is if it'll fit in its mouth, the catfish will probably eat it. Yeah.
Yep.
But these are one of the more peaceful fish.
He's not going to go after stuff.
No, but you need to feed them at night.
Yep.
They'll definitely feed nocturnally. There are a lot of catfish like the cynodontis species. They want to feed at night.
Yep.
So it's better to when you
Right when lights click off.
Exactly.
Chuck your peewee pellets in, your monster pellets in there, and let them go nuts.
all your plecos will come out. Your ancestris if you've got some bristle noses.
Just get into that routine of feeding them in the evening.
These guys down here, these are upside down cats. Now, upside down cats are captive bred.
Yeah.
But they're not captive bred very fast.
Yeah.
Right. So the market is quite small. And this is the true upside down cat. So this is Cynodontis nigraventis. And these are such an interesting fish. They don't grow too big. You could keep one in a 90 litre tank. You could keep a couple of them. Bear in mind that there are almost no fish in the world that like to live on their own.
Yeah. So you want to have it in a wee group.
So this thing about neons need a group, but everything else is all right. Well, not really.
They all have a group.
Yeah, they like a friend.
In
they
the
like
wild,
a mate.
You never see just one fish on a time. They're always in schools of
That's right.
thousands.
Yeah, even if it's just 2 or 3, but you could keep them again in a 90 litre tank, a 100 litre tank.
Quite happily.
Yeah.
How many of the blue phantoms you got left?
I think there are only 2 in there. Without dipping my hand in.
I might have to help you clear a tank out.
Okay.
I might have to help you if you'll do me a deal, so I can pass it on to you guys.
So tetras come in various sizes.
Yep.
These are rosy
really
tetra.
like those.
Yeah. So this
The
is the ornate rosy tetra. They are more money. They're harder for them to breed.
Mm-hmm.
So that's also something with captive bred fish. The harder they are to breed or in numbers, then they're more expensive.
They sometimes call this one the candy cane tetra as well.
Yep.
Different trade names.
Yes. Yeah. But we just stick to the ornate or white tip.
Yeah, white tip's good.
And rosy tetras are fantastic. Rosy tetra, as it is on its own, beautiful fish.
Yep.
You get that really lovely high Physobricon shape, and they're cheap.
Yeah. We do a lot of the standard rosies in the shop. We keep them with our Bolivians.
But
good combo.
These are cool.
Yeah, I do like them a little bit better.
We've got a little bit of room in your budget, and then we've got some of the tetras that grow much larger.
Yep.
This is Buenos Aires, and these will grow probably one of the larger tetras that you could buy for your aquarium. These will grow to 7 or 8 centimetres long.
Yeah, I've seen some good chunky ones of these before.
Yeah. But they're beautiful colours.
Yeah.
Got beautiful reds.
The shimmer of the silver is still nice too.
Yep.
I really like that.
We missed them, but we had some Colombians on the other side.
Yep.
So the Colombian tetra is the other relatively large tetra that we stock.
I think I even keep them in the same tank at the shop.
Yeah. They're similar areas.
Yep.
These guys can come from cooler waters.
Yep.
So they're a good mix, say, with Peppercorridors, Paleatus.
Cool combo. What else?
And then we've got small, and then you've got the other end. You've got the smaller tetras. So this is Ember. Ember tetras are one of our most popular tetras.
They're definitely a classic.
Beautiful colours. You need a good group.
10, 15,
15, exactly.
20 odd.
Yeah.
Then you get this sort of behaviour rather than the puff. Yeah. And that's what you want out of a tetra. That's when they're the most happiest.
So what you find is that for tetras to stick together, these guys are shoaling, and they're shoaling because they're frightened.
Yeah. Safety in numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you sometimes in your tank, if you've got a tank with something like those in, or just some neons, or even these blue emperors, then you need something in there that's going to churn them up a little bit every now and again, a little bit frightening. Maybe a rainbow shark. Rainbow shark, red-tailed shark,
around.
A ram and a pistogramma. Something that they're going to think, oh, hold on a minute, I'm not sure about them. Let's bunch up. Yep.
It won't do much damage or anything. It's just to keep that behaviour going.
So in the wild, cardinal tetras are they will spread out. Yep. So they'll form a large group.
Yeah.
Yep. But they'll be well apart.
A big group.
As it starts to get dark and dusk comes,
Yeah.
then that's when they start to come together. So
Because they're scared of the predators.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And you'll find that on YouTube. There's a few people that have done some interesting videos of them.
Those underwater videos, I
yeah.
love watching them. Yeah, they look really cool.
Yeah,
Seeing it where it comes from. So it's actually worked out quite well. We usually get our fish shipped down on a Tuesday, and we're here on a Tuesday. So they've kindly let us pick out a few of our own fish. So we'll take you through picking out the best 6 angel fish. We'll get the first 3 out here, and we'll see what we can get our hands on. I'm gonna go for some of the more orangey ones because that's what you guys have been screaming out for at the shop, and we'll see who wants to play the game for us today. They're a little bit smaller than nicer coloured ones, but I'm okay with that. I'd rather the orange head on them. You see that gem I'm going for right here? Yeah, there he is. There he is. That was the one I wanted. We'll pop him in the bag. Oh, I feel like I'm at home. Feel like I'm at home, mate. Let's see who else. Oh, him. We'll get this one. Usually they'd probably just take a scoop, but I'm getting the exact ones that I'm after. No one really gets this privilege. Like, this is like so lucky. There he goes. And I'll grab one more for the video. We'll see what we can get. See who else is left. Let's get them to come to the front so we can have a good look. Examine the specimens. Oh yes, those ones are nice. A little bit smaller again, but that guy right there. He's the one I want. Oh no, maybe I'll go him. Yeah, that's the one, eh? Oh, I want both of those. There we go. 2 really gold head ones. Pop them in there. There you go. Now that's a bit of fun.
Captive bred, wild caught fish, they get mixed up in the market.
Yep.
I'd say 90% of the market now is captive bred.
Yeah, but you still get the odd bit.
There's the odd fish that are really well maintained in the wild, like the harlequin.
Do they tend to breed better in the wild? Is that
Of
one
course.
of the things?
And if we bring in a tank of captive bred harlequins, which
Yep.
we can get sometimes,
Yep.
the quality is not even
That's
comparable.
9 day. Yeah.
Yeah. So realistically, all the time that they're prepared to,
That's crazy. We can keep the
maintain
price
market.
point, so fair, even with a wild caught fish.
the wild caught fish are cheaper.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's backwards.
Yeah. Well, it is, but
Yeah.
but that shows you that how much effort goes into breeding fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
So breeding fish is great. Doing it on a small scale, that's fantastic. It's nice and easy. Do it at home.
Couple of tanks.
Precisely.
Yeah.
But if you want to breed enough to bring 100,000 fish into the market,
You'd need a fish room this big.
well,
For one species.
don't think we'd even do. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, for one species.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those, I didn't realise you were putting out so many orders every day.
So this is Cryptocorum crispatula, and we brought this in as a tissue culture. So since we brought it in as one little pot of tissue culture, this is what Carrie and the plant girls have achieved. It's not in flower at the moment. I'm looking to see if there's a flower, because basically that's how you tell definitively what species a Cryptocorum is, by the flower, because they will only flower out of water. So in this, what is called an immersed state, with the E at the beginning, i.e. their roots are in water but the leaves are grown out of water, hydroponic, as opposed to immersed, which has got an I at the front, which means that they're actually underwater or submerged. So you have to be careful with immersed and immersed, because they're different things. But you can see how these things grow. We use organic fertilizers, and we find that they are by far the best fertilizers for our plants.
You can see the proof's in the pudding.
Yeah,
Bursting at the seams.
Yeah. This is just all coming out the bottom of the pot. So these are all getting ready for a potting project. Somebody will sit down and pot up 20 or 30 crispatula Cryptocorums. Up here, this is Willisii. So I'm firmly of the belief that the best aquarium plants are Cryptocorums. So this one, I don't know how close your camera can get, but that's a flower. So that is a Willisii flower, and that's how we can confirm that that is actually a Willisii. Admittedly, they all came from tissue cultures, but just because it came in a tissue culture doesn't mean it'd be 100% will be accurate.
I'm going to start growing them immersed just so I can see the flowers out the top of my tank. They
So-
look really pretty.
Yeah, you can see how thick they are. They're fantastic plants, and because cryptocorynes are they spread by roots in your aquarium. So because they've got really strong root formulation, they're gonna use up a lot of those nitrates that are floating around an aquarium. A lot of the phosphates. Phosphates are as big a problem as nitrates in an aquarium, and with your algae and stuff like that. So you can just see how thick they are. They're probably not flowering because there's just too much plant in
Too much
there.
leaf mass.
Yeah. So that's Cryptocoryne willisii.
That's amazing.
In the aquarium, it won't grow much taller than that. This is growing taller because it's
out of
immersed,
water.
it's out of the water, it's in a hydroponic system. And then we will get small ones that we're starting to pot. This is, there you go. So that's a willisii in a pot. And you can see the roots coming through at the bottom. So, but bear in mind, whenever a cryptocoryne goes in the water, it's always going to die back a little bit. Okay, they're quite delicate. They don't. So you can see that they're a bit wilty. Well, that's because we've broken up one of our mother pots. We've broken them up. We've put them into small pots, and it messes about with their roots. But you look at the roots, and cryptocoryne are some of the best plants for your aquarium. And then they're pretty. You get variation in the leaves. You get different colours, different lengths. I love them. They're my favourites.
I find in the shop we'll get like before it even starts to melt, it'll chuck up a new leaf, and then you know you're on to a winner.
It will,
converts
and
really well.
even if all you've got is a bit of root at the bottom, they'll still come back. For your bunches, things like blue hygrophila. This is the blue
So
hygro.
beautiful in a bush.
Yep. So this is grown in the hydroponic. So when we cut the bunches, the girls will be going around. That's probably ready to cut.
Yep.
They'll cut it down to a node, and then it'll regrow. It takes a couple of weeks. So you can imagine we get through, to maybe produce 1,000 bunches of this 1 week.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of plant.
It does.
It's still only the spring, so this is early days. But if we can keep it cut back as much as we can, then you see if we let it get up here, then it gets straggly. It gets straggly. Yeah. We keep the hydroponic system at a minimum of 17.
Yeah.
Obviously in the summer it probably gets a little bit warmer, but in the winter we try and keep it to 17.
Yeah. It's still quite warm at your temperature though too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I'd say
we're in a
the room
greenhouse.
temps
The greenhouse has got a double wall, so it is a hot house, and then we have a heat supply from another hot house next door.
and you can open and close that as you wish.
It's automatic.
Ah, is it based on temperature?
Yep.
Yeah, if it gets too hot, it'll crack.
So that's right. So if the room gets too hot, the roof opens, and you'll see just up here on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got so that's irrigation. That's misting. So that helps. That's the best way of keeping the temperature down is misting.
Yeah.
But we've also got some shade sails there. So around now, we've had the clocks change, the time change, and about now is the time. All of this plant has taken off in the last 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, spring's come. Days are getting longer. We all see it, and that means the plant grows. In the winter, the plant doesn't grow because we've got very short days. So that's why bunches are not always available in the winter. If you want to top up your aquarium, much better to put a pot in that we've managed to get some roots established in, because that will actually take off
A lot quicker.
Yep. In the winter, the stems are not as strong.
Yeah.
Much harder to find, and for us because the plant's not growing so well.
We've got a tip for with your bunches. This is what we learned at the Seachem Platinum training. If you get a little bit of your Seachem Advanced, Flourish Advance, and if you give it a bit of a spray down on the base of the plant, it'll actually help because it's a phyto root hormone.
It is.
And it'll help shoot the roots down on the bunch plants a lot faster, help
All
them
right.
convert quicker.
They've not told us that one before.
Wow, you haven't done the Platinum training?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's
a
cool.
good tip. That was one from Nicole.
you'll get a much stronger plant earlier
These are
on.
juicy.
Yes, now I think, without the label, I'm pretty certain this is Pecci. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. So this is Becchetti Pecci. So again,
Spaghetti. As it has pronounced spaghetti.
Cryptocorin Becchetti Pecci.
Yeah, I missed the E when I say it.
So there's Becchetti, and then there's Pecci, and there's several Becchetti species. And you never...
the small maroon.
Yeah.
Ones that converts.
Yes.
Yep.
And these are beautiful. I love them all, right? You asked me what's your favourite, right?
Yeah, you've got to have a good mix. It's all about a good mix.
These are a really nice low-level cryptocorin, and it doesn't... So you can see how these pots are,
Bit
right?
of variegation in the leaf there.
Yep. And these are all tissue cultures, so we know that, well, we believe that they are what they say they are.
Yep.
And we do get verification every now and again when they flower.
Yep.
They don't all flower at the same time.
Yep. But they're all started from the same batch, so if one flower's good, the rest will be good. Yeah.
So so this
that's insane.
Let's carry at the other end.
Yeah.
So carry all of the crypts that we're showing you. She started from one of those little tissue culture pots, right?
That's insane.
And
That's a lot of crypt for one pot.
In the next greenhouse along, we've got the pink panthers.
Yeah.
Exactly the same story. The pink panther took us 2 years to get to grow to any real, and it's taken, and now it's really taken off hydroponically. It's now really going.
Going gangbusters.
Yeah, so do you want to cut some yourself?
Yeah, if we can, why not? Let's cut some of my own plants.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Because I've done 15 of each, so you've got to cut 5 of each.
Oh, hard work. Sweet.
Yeah. And then the sorted pots, I thought, because you haven't got pine on here.
Yep. Yeah, get a couple of pine pots.
Pine and water rose, pink stardust. I don't know if you...
I'm not a big stardust fan because it doesn't do that well.
How about the actual stardust? So this one here.
Stargrass? Yeah, we'll get some of that.
That one's cool.
Yep.
And red liquid. So this is that one, and that's the one you're talking about in bunches, aren't you?
We can get this one in pots. I was thinking the red, like...
Oh, the deep red?
Yeah, do you have that?
Yeah. This one up here.
Yeah, we can do that in a bunch. Yeah, sweet. We'll get a few of those. So this is the plant room. We're going to bunch up a few of our own plants. Yeah, sweet.
All right, so basically, baby tears.
Yep,
so baby tears has 4 in a bunch.
4 in a bunch.
So you basically just
comb through till we find some longer stems.
Some longer, And
how long are we talking?
So that's sort of like average. Yep. Sometimes you get like real longer bits, and then you go for that.
Yeah, take a nice one there.
If it's not big and bushy, we might add another piece in.
Yes.
Oh,
so it doesn't,
So now this is looking nice and long and beautiful. So
I'd go long.
Be a little bit.
Yeah, I just can't find long ones. So I don't know where to look. I don't know where to look.
It's a fun of it.
Yeah.
So you like that, I pull them up.
Yeah.
Like this.
Go right down.
Yeah.
Like that. That's a good size.
Yeah.
And so do you just chuck it all in there unbunched?
Yeah. So we can chuck it in here and then we bunch it at the bench.
And do it all the right way. Makes it easier for you later on.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, just chuck it in.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there's some, like, you'll find longer bits along the front as well.
Do a bit of trimming. I suppose during the week this is probably like fast paced, like real high octane.
Yeah, it's basically just maths in your brain constantly.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. This is the cherry leaf. These are how we get the stems. How many of these was I getting? We haven't got any yet, so I'm getting 10.
Yet, so
1, 2.
30 pieces.
Sweet. 3, 4, 5. This is how they do it. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for my 5 bunches. 3 stems of your blue hydro. 3 nice ones. And get a lead weight on there. Wrap it up. And 1, 2, and 3 nice ones. 2 longs and a shortier. Yeah, there we go. Nice looking bunch there as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and seen a little sneak peek of behind the scenes of how a Simply Fish order comes together. The guys here at Brooklands put in heaps of work for us, sending out those massive orders every week just to fill our tanks and keep them looking good for you guys. We wanted to just say a massive thank you to the whole team here at Brooklands, especially Brian Moyes. He's been so great to us, helping us, giving us sneak peeks of what fish are coming soon, what's going to be on the way, working with us to see what we want so that we can keep you guys happy and bringing in the most coolest fish we can get. Everyone here has been super lovely, from the plant team to the fish team to even the dry stock team. Every single person has been super welcoming of us, letting us have a good look, no secrets anywhere. It's been so cool and so awesome just to see everything that they put together. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one.